Hello Highlander fans, and welcome to GoHighlanders.com's coverage of the 2014 UC Riverside softball team. The preseason is in full swing, and the season opener is quickly approaching, so we sat down with head coach Linda Garza to get her take on the upcoming season. Coach, welcome and thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You are in your second season now at the helm of the softball program. Tell us how last year went and what you learned being a first-year head coach at UC Riverside.
It was definitely a challenging season. We got a lot of things that we got to pick up. We were fortunate enough to have a great leadership in the senior class that we had playing for us. We had some breakout seasons for each of those seniors and definitely learned some things in regards to some leadership, helping transition from my expectations along with previous expectations and trying to find a mending gap between the two of them, and more importantly just trying to figure out ways to win.
So now going into your second season as head coach of the Highlanders, what are some of the goals that you'd like to accomplish?
Always whenever we step on the field, and we're doing everything we can to put ourselves in a position to win. So right now we're really working hard on creating competition within practice and trying to get that to translate and get that to basically transition into team play and into competition play. So right now for us, we're really working on the fundamentals, working on the mechanics, being consistent with those, and eventually getting all those to bleed into game day.
Last season, your senior class consisted of 3 top players, an outfielder ARIEL, catcher ALEXIS PICKETT, and outfielder KAYLA White, who was a 3-time Big West All-Conference selection. Which of your current returners do you see stepping into those leadership roles this season?
You know, we were fortunate enough to have 3 phenomenal athletes in that senior class. I'm not sure we were ever in a position to really replace those type of athletes that graduated. What I can say is of the 9 people that we do have transitioning in, it's definitely we have some people who can fill the gaps. If I was to pick one person, it would definitely be our senior, DIONNE. She steps in with the most experience, has the statistics to back it up, and we're going to be looking for her from a leadership standpoint to help take care of business from that term.
And which your other returners do you see making an impact on the field?
Definitely our pitchers. I would like ALYSSA, RAZO, Ashley ERCOLANO, and Sophie Slagle we're going to need from a pitching perspective now that they've been involved in Division I, kind of knowing what the consistency that we expect, and more importantly just that transition and experience. We're now in a better place and we're looking forward to this season.
And how about some of your infield or outfield players?
Marissa Escalante from behind the plate, Natalie Sanchez, and Ashley ERCOLANO from an offensive standpoint, along with obviously Nicolette Lujan, are definitely going to add. I mean, whenever you get that experience and that first year under the belt of Division I softball, you kind of lose the butterflies and you're able to get to a position where you can perform under pressure.
Now, taking a look at your freshman and transfer class, which players can we see making immediate contributions on the field?
It's so awesome to really see. I mean, we've been fortunate enough to have a great group of returners coming into play, and then to add some recruits that we've been able to bring in and basically bring in some personality in regards to some competition. Taylor Wright at third base has really been a blessing for us. She's really stepped up the level of competition, along with Courtney Plosh. She's going to be in center field hopefully for us. She's a competitor. She's feisty out there. We definitely have some other freshman impacts in Stephanie Tickmeyer, in Shylene Helms, along with Sam Hernandez and a few others. I mean, we're really, like I said, those are just to name a few. Like I said, we have 9 athletes that are new to the roster. We're really working in a position that each and every one of them are definitely going to get their opportunity. They bring some great competition to practice, and they really have pushed the envelope and helped us, you know, transcend into a winning program and get to that place.
Let's talk about your schedule now. You have 6 tournaments in the pre-conference portion. You travel to Arizona State, Fresno State, and Loyola Marymount, and you host 3 tournaments from the end of February through early March. How will all these games help prepare the squad for Big West play?
You know, with Big West play, you definitely get some teams that you know what to expect. You've played them for a few times. You know, I've been fortunate enough that I've worked in the conference prior to coming to UC Riverside, so I know what it takes to win. I know what to expect from a program perspective in regards to the Big West. So our schedule definitely was well planned out in regards to heading over to ASU for their tournament, getting some tough competition early, finding out exactly where we're at. Then we head on over to Fresno State. Again, we face a balance of a little bit of tough, along with some good solid competition, all of which then I think we head on over home for about 3 weeks, get a little balance there. Getting into Big West play for us, it's about getting consistent. So early on, hopefully finding some things that we can tune up and tighten some bolts and be ready for Big West play.
And conference play begins on March 28th against last year's Big West champion, Hawaii. Are the Rainbow Wahine favored again this season, and who else in the league do you see challenging them?
You know, right now from a program perspective, Hawaii is definitely in the driver's seat. They return some top offensive power, they recruited some solid pitching, and they just have some experience right now that for many of us in the Big West, we don't have as much experience with. If I was definitely going to pick one team out there that could give them competition from opening day, I would definitely have to pick Long Beach State. I think they're in a position, they've had some success. I believe right now they're getting some votes even in the top 25. So from the perspective of who's going to be competitive with them from day one, Long Beach State right now would be my pick.
Okay, Coach, so final question for you. If first pitch is an hour from now, who are the names on your lineup card and where are they playing?
Well, first off, I think it's a great question. I'd probably ask for an hour more. But if I was giving you an answer right now, we are honestly still battling it out. Today we're going to be actually doing some more live competition. We're going to be doing it again tomorrow. And right now all of our athletes are trying to put themselves in a position to get out there and compete. And I'm telling you, on February 8th, I'm going to be probably asking the same question, but more importantly, I'll have a better idea of who's going to actually be out there.
Great, Coach. Thanks so much and good luck throughout the season.
Go Highlanders.